International Geographic Research and Production present The Keepers of the Rainforest. Living in the eternal twilight of the tropical rainforest, the kubu also support their existence by fishing. They do not try to catch the fish, but rather pierce the bigger fish with a spear that has a metal spearhead. The kubu are the only people in the region who include reptiles in their diet. Snakes and giant lizards, for example. A giant Asian water lizard caught by a kubu hunter is considered to be a delicacy. Those who have tried it say it tastes very much like chicken. The kubu are great hunters and they fear nothing. However, there is an animal which they always try to avoid. It is the tiger. The forest people believe that they have a special understanding with this large predator and that this relationship is not to be jeopardized. With the help of the only weapon they possess, a 2-meter-long spear they call the kujur, the kubu hunt for deer, bears, tapirs, and monkeys. When hunting with the help of dogs, they try to drive their prey into an open space, where it presents a much easier target for their spears. Many may consider these people cruel and bloodthirsty, but they hunt only to survive. In order to kill a 10-kilogram young monkey, they had to stalk it for hours, and all of the men, old and young, took part in the hunt. In this way, they can kill about 3 monkeys per month, which will not upset the natural balance of their habitat. Showing signs of curiosity, the children look on attentively as the monkey is brought into the camp. After taking a short rest from a long and tiring hunt, the men begin to prepare the carcass of the giant lizard. The reptile has to be skinned in a special manner. Afterwards, the skin has to be treated in a special way as well. The skin has to be undamaged and free from unnecessary cuts. Otherwise, it will lose its value and the hunter will not be able to exchange it for the products that he needs. Only the most experienced hunters have the right to skin the giant lizard. Meanwhile, the young people watch and gain experience. Later, the woman cuts the carcass of the lizard into pieces and cooks it in water. First, the hunters clear the skin from the soft tissues and then start the next stage of processing. The skin is stretched between several trees, the ends being secured with thin strips of vine. Afterwards, the skin is carefully stretched and small wooden sticks are put through its sides. In this way, it dries for several days in the shade of the nearby trees. During the time that I have spent living with the Kubu, we have become so close that they considered it only natural to trust me with the preparation of a monkey carcass. In fact, it was a kind of a test, for they think that every man, if he is a good hunter, should manage such a task. Thanks to my many years of experience gained during expeditions to Africa, Asia, and South America, where I had to prepare food from various exotic animals and reptiles, I had no trouble accomplishing this particular task. They watched me with great interest, closely following every move I made. I thought that if something went wrong with the preparation of the monkey, my authority, as well as my status, would suffer a great loss. Before this incident, I had proven on a number of occasions that I knew the jungle as well as these people, and I had often given them advice that would make their hard life in the jungle a bit easier. I realized that I was trying very hard because I did not want to disappoint them. The people of Kubu have their own way of fishing, with the help of wicker traps that they place in the narrow parts of the river facing the current. It seemed that my worries were groundless. Judging by the reaction of the Kubu people, I have successfully passed their test. However, there could be another explanation for their reaction, since it is known that they eat only once a day, and it is no secret that hunger is the best appetite enhancer. After a filling supper, I went to the river to bring back some water. I was warned many times that these places are the home of the so-called spitting cobras, yet I was skeptical about such stories and considered them to be an exaggeration at best. The snake I had caught turned out to be a very dangerous subspecies of the Indian cobra. Spitting its poison, the snake is capable of hitting the eyes of its victim from a distance of up to 4 meters. Only the Kubu men have the right to dance. They accompany their movements with traditional songs. The women never take part in the dances of the Kubu tribe. Living in considerable isolation and hard to travel through regions, they still lead the life of nomadic hunters and gatherers in the virgin tropical rainforest. Europeans had found out about the existence of the Kubu only in the 1820s. They are considered to be a relict group, the descendants of the ancient population of Sumatra Island, who have retained a primitive economic and cultural way of life. They have no knowledge of tattoos or jewelry. Their religion and their arts are in the embryonic stage. No other island of Indonesia possesses such great contrasts as Sumatra. It is the homeland of highly civilized Malays with a rich 1,000-year-old history. The Kubu, in their primitive huts, also call it home. The Kubu are a great example of a group of people that has successfully adapted to the conditions of nature and who live in total harmony with the environment. Now, the very existence of this small nation is being questioned because of the indiscriminate destruction of their natural habitat, the rainforest. Over the last several decades, our world has changed greatly. We have built giant cities, we fly modern planes from one continent to another. We have created many well-armed armies. We trust technology, hoping that it will solve all our problems. At the same time, we are gradually destroying our environment, cutting down forests, excavating precious minerals, and dumping industrial waste into the rivers, oceans, and the air we breathe. Our planet is the only place in the universe that can sustain life. However, this unique planet is subject to constant enemy attacks, and these enemies are, inexplicably, the planet's own inhabitants, us. No nation with a rich cultural history will allow the destruction of its monuments, its art treasures, or architecture, which is the result of the labor of many generations. So why do we, the people of the Earth, allow the destruction of nature on our planet? The environment is the priceless treasure of humankind. Without it, life on Earth would be impossible. For thousands of miles on both sides of the equator, as if embracing the globe, stretches the giant expanse of evergreen tropical rainforest. It may seem endless and majestic, while in reality, its very existence is threatened. After the forests are cut down, tropical rains quickly contribute to the soil erosion, washing out mineral salts. The combined forces of the sun and the wind will destroy the Fertile Crescent in a few years' time.